time this season. 2 meetings in Lewiston, 2 meetings in Helena, and now one in Kansas City. As you see the wrap over Burnham's elbow. And the officials checking it out. We have some blood out on the court as well. Burnham continuing to get worked on as they get the floor cleaned up as well. Well, match Burnham finding ways to score in this game, getting fouled multiple times. They get another spot of blood wiped up. And we can get back to action. The story, though, has been the defenses in this game. Carroll shooting just 37%, LCSC being held to only 16% shooting. The Warriors are 4 out of 25 and 0 of 11 from distance. Only made field goal in the last several minutes was a breakaway dunk by Cordell Hankerson. Zone look now from Carroll. Westbrook. Bradley at the foul line. Kristen Bradley backs in and gets to the rim for the lay-in. Well, that's a great play by Bradley. Didn't settle for the jump shot. Didn't settle for anything in between. Got as close as he could to that backboard. And a nice easy shot. Makes it 25-13. Carroll continues to exercise patience offensively. Campbell off to Wyman. Wyman has scored just 2. This is Villa with the jam. The freshman going baseline for the throwdown. (27-13). Deke Mitchell driving, tried to force one up and draws a foul. It's against Shamrock Campbell, his second. Little foul trouble late in the half for Carroll. It has been all Saints for the most part in this first half. They lead LCSC 27-13, 3:05 to go before halftime on the NAIA network. Well, the guys from Lewiston, Idaho, the Lewis Clark State College Warriors, fighting it at the offensive end this half, but facing a familiar opponent in Carroll, they know they can make a run here. For as much as they've struggled, Carroll has picked it up a little bit, but 14 points, not insurmountable. 27-13 is the score. LCSC going to the line here. Kurt Paulson, though, has his team playing well at both ends right now. Two shots to Meek Mitchell, sophomore from Bellingham, Washington. Mitchell 3 points, couple rebounds, and assist. Shedrick going out in favor of Race Martin. Second shot by Mitchell. Spins out. Anything outside of a layup has really been an uncertain proposition for the Warriors tonight. Campbell handles it for Carroll, playing with 2 fouls. Freshman up top, Wyman looking for Burnham, can't get it to him. Good denial in there by Hankerson. Shot clock at 10. Sleevankinen has to give it up. Campbell, tough shot, got it. Good looking jumper from the freshman, Shamrock Campbell. 6 different Saints have scored. Biggest lead of the night for Carroll. Martin trying to bring some offense, leaning in, gets the scoop. Well, LCSC needs offense from somewhere. Dana Abe, 3 fouls on the bench, did not score. He's played only 4 minutes. Who can pick up some slack here for LCSC? Near turnover. Campbell able to save it. A little defensive energy this possession for the Warriors. Wyman. Now Burnham. Match gets right of the lane. Cut off. Out to Wyman. They'll have to fire from way out. Chance for LCSC to make a little push late in the half. Westbrook pull up 3. There it is. The first triple of the night for Lewis Clark State. They're 1 for 12 out there. Westbrook, who has had a big tournament, trying to get himself and the team going. Just like that, it's a 10-point game. Campbell. Sleevankinen, nice fake. Oh my goodness. Jovan Sleevankinen, a whirling dervish. Deflected. Westbrook short on that 3. He's a guy they want to get going. He's been in double figures each of the first 3 games of the tournament. Final 50 seconds of the first half. Campbell wants a screen, gets it. Sleevankinen feeling it, same move. Missed the shot this time. Saved on the rebound though by Matt Wyman. They can basically hold for the last shot here. 1 second difference, game clock and shot clock. But a steal. Mitchell to the other end, lays it in. Campbell couldn't challenge, he has 2 fouls. Eight seconds to go. Sleevankinen driving. Missed the lay-in. Westbrook from behind half court. We are at halftime. It's Carroll on top of Lewis Clark State. 31-21. Match Burnham leading the way for the Saints with 13 points. As we hit the break in semifinal number 2, a date with Georgetown awaits the winner in tomorrow night's championship game. Carroll takes a 10-point lead to the locker room on the NAIA network. Getting set for half number 2 in our second semifinal tonight. Carroll College Fighting Saints with a 10-point lead over Lewis Clark State. Highlights from the first half. It was not a bad start for LCSC. In fact, they had the early lead. Tristan Bradley got going. Race Martin off the bench doing some work inside. Derek White found an open path to the hoop, and at that point it looked like LCSC might actually take command of the game, but Carroll put things together. First match Burnham, then Slivankanen on the back cut. Bradley, when he got back in, was able to do some damage, but other than Bradley and Martin inside, there's been pretty much nothing for LCSC in the opening half. Carroll shooting 40%, 10 of 25. On the other side, LCSC only 27% shooting. They got up to that after starting 3 out of 21. They made 5 of their final 9 in the first half. Now, believe it or not, LCSC made the only 3 of that first half. They were 1 for 13. Josiah Westbrook with the make. Carroll on the other side, 0 for 4. They are a 43% shooting team from beyond the three-point arc, and they went 0 for 4 in the first half. You would expect that to change, and if you're LCSC, you know you're going to need a much better offensive second half, but it's probably going to require more than 30 points in this second half because the Carroll offense likely to come to life a little more as well, with that three-point shot a factor. So if you're LCSC, you might need to be targeting at least a 40-point half, if not more. You saw number 21 in red. That's Dana Abe. He starts the second half. He's the leading scorer for the Warriors this season. Did not score in the first half and collected 3 fouls. Will his presence make a difference, or will he get another foul? That is an offensive foul against Carroll's Matt Wyman, his first and the 5th Saints turnover. Derek White, the defender, and keep the chest out, and Wyman kept banging. Well, LCSC could get it to single digits right away here in half number 2. We saw nearly a massive comeback in game 1 with William Carey battling uphill against Georgetown. They turned a 20-point deficit to just 3 midway second half before falling by 11. Open 3 up and short from Cordell Hankerson. Possession to Carroll. One minute gone by, second half. Shamrock Campbell off to Burnham, isolated one-on-one, spinning into the lane. Tip slam by Wyman, but wipe it off. The ball was still above the rim. Looked like it was coming off, but was still above the rim, and Wyman couldn't wait quite long enough. Over the top for Bradley, unable to make the catch. 5 Warrior turnovers. Both sides. Slow start to the second half. Credit the defenses, though. We've talked several times that this is 2 sides very familiar with one another, meeting for the 5th time this year. There are no secrets what they want to do offensively, no secrets, skill sets of the personnel. It's a matter of guys making plays. Match Burnham has gotten to the line a bunch tonight. There he is blocked by Bradley. White tried to scoop it up, blocked by Warp. Bradley grabs it and scores. Right hand in the middle of the lane. 8-point game as the Warriors try to battle back. Winner gets Georgetown College of Kentucky for the national championship tomorrow night. Kalajaye nowhere to go. Off the Burnham screen. Bradley takes him on a switch. Kalajaye baseline. Blocked. Bradley got a piece of it. Here comes Mitchell. White, backdoor, reverse, no. Well, neither of these teams like to play super fast, but you wonder if LCSC might start to look at running a little bit more in this second half with the struggles they've had in the half court. A chance to run again here, 5-on-3, and Hankerson almost turned it over. White, though, hanging out at the bucket. Found by Hankerson for the lay-in, and Carroll forced to take an early timeout. Not quite 3 minutes into the second half. Lewis Clark State has cut it to 6. Warriors on the comeback trail on the NAIA network. Now the Lewis Clark State Warriors down as many as 15 in that first half. Have it down to 6 here in the second half. Loads of time to go, more than 17 minutes left. Stephen Davis and our Niles media crew with you. The winner makes their first ever appearance in the championship game. Right side with it, Dane Warp. Warp limited in the first half with a couple fouls, has only 2 points. Burnham having a big game though, fouled again, going to the spin move. Well, match Burnham getting to the line again. Foul against Tristan Bradley is his third. Serious foul trouble on the front line of LCSC now. Largely due to Burnham, who has shot 13 free throws now. Burnham 12 of 13 at the stripe, 14 points, 6 boards. And he pushes the lead back to 8. Martin inside. Finding White, who in turn finds Mitchell, and boy, a 5-footer doesn't bank home. It's almost as though LCSC is just rushing those shots ever so slightly. They continue to shoot under 30%. Warp ran into his own man. Skips it across for Campbell. Now Burnham. 3-ball from the corner. Match Burnham with 18. Well, he has had a big run here in Kansas City this week. 19, 34, and 20 his point totals. As Cordell Hankerson answers with a triple at the other end. And LCSC takes timeout. Back within 8. At one end, Match Burnham going corner pocket with the 3-ball. Cordell Hankerson matching him the other way to cut it back to 8.
difference between possible and impossible? It's a person who believes they can, surrounded and supported by others, by us, who believe it too. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
We're revolutionizing the game of basketball right before your eyes. We've given it a brand new engine, driving each and every one of us into the data-charged future of sports, harnessing the power of instant analytics, and kicking the thrill of competition into high gear. It's the game you know and like nothing you've ever experienced. Shot Tracker.
.51 to go in the ball game. Carroll with possession, leading by 8. 3 moments ago from Match Burnham of the Saints, their first tonight in 6 tries. This great three-point shooting team of Carroll has not gotten clean looks beyond the arc. Both teams flowing a little bit better offensively over the last couple minutes. Burnham, mid-post right side, back to the bucket. Spinning baseline. Great defense from Abe, who's playing with 3 fouls. 5 on the shot clock. Šlivankanen on the run, gets it to go. He has been huge off the bench. Jovan Šlivankanen, the freshman from Belgrade, Serbia, with 10 for the Saints. That is their lead. Martin with a mismatch. Great job. Got the defense leaning middle and took it baseline for the easy finish. Eight-point game again. Can LCSC get a little closer? Burnham gives it off to Warp. Burnham has carried the load tonight. Wyman with it now. He has just 2, as does Warp. As Wyman scores with contact. Burnham gets a lot of the headlines, but Wyman and Warp, great players as well. You're not going to keep those guys down all night. Great spin and finish high in the air by Matt Wyman. Free throw drops, and it's an 11-point lead again for Carroll. Looking for their 29th win of the season. Martin in the lane, finding Abe, who still has not scored tonight. Corner 3, in and out for Hankerson. My goodness. What a tough shooting night for Lewis Clark State. Wyman, guarded by Westbrook. Backs him in. Gets a shot up and it goes. Boy, the big scorers for Carroll. Burnham, Wyman, Warp, all so versatile. They can shoot, they can face up and catch and drive. They can back you in and post. All great individual offensive players. Entry pass stolen, but a foul against the Saints. On Kurt Paulson's freshman, Shamrock Campbell. Johnson trying to find a comeback path for his team. Abe with the tip try, still has not scored, gets the rebound and lays it in. First points of the night for Dana Abe. He averages nearly 15 a game. He's held to 4 in the quarterfinals Saturday, but it had huge games. The first 2 in the tournament. Now Kalajaye, unattended, goes and lays it in. Mitchell attacking. Scoop, no, but a foul on Kalajaye, his third. Kalajaye, just nobody there. Complete breakdown defensively for the Warriors. Tough finish in traffic. Mitchell knocking in the first free throw. LCSC needing every point they can get right now. Mitchell with 7. Margin is 11. Vankinen, dribbling exhibition, finally takes it to the rack, and he's blocked by Andre McCowan in the game for the first time. Inside, Abe, and a foul. They get Burnham, his second. Abe, an excellent free throw shooter, 80%. Johnson trying to let his guys find a way to rally. Abe's second, clangs off the iron. 10-point game, though. Not going to make it up quickly with the pace Carroll has played at tonight and wants to continue to play at. Vankinen open and stripped by McCowan, but he was on the line as he grabbed it. Nearly a spectacular steal by Andre McCowan, who had been beat to the basket. Shot clock reset. The officials have gone to the table. And they'll put 11 on the shot clock. The Saints will need to hurry. And they do. Wyman open 10-footer. A great look for Matt Wyman. Westbrook spinning to the hoop, missed the layup. Taken away on the rebound by Martin. Count it with the foul. Well, that went from near disaster for LCSC, missing a layup, to actually working out okay with a basket and a foul. Carroll up by 10. Carroll holding on to a 10-point lead over Lewis Clark State. Winner plays the Tigers of Georgetown for the NAIA Division I championship tomorrow night. Carroll has only been to the semifinals once before. This is their 13th trip to the national championship tournament. They have never played in the title game. at the LCSC free throw line. Race Martin looking for a three-point play, missed it, and tapped out. Last touched by the Warriors. Carroll very methodical again tonight offensively. Warp trying to get it to Wyman, couldn't. Now does again, guarded by Abe with 3 fouls. They want to go at Abe. Nothing there. Now Villa a 3, too strong. Westbrook the rebound. Good defense by Abe, forcing Wyman away from where he wanted to go. Now Abe inside, called for the charge. They get it back at the other end. And that is Abe's 4th. Matt Wyman drawing the charge. Austin Johnson is going to leave Abe in the game for the moment. Or will he? Now he takes him out. David Shedrick in. 11:15 to go and a 10-point margin as Abe checks out. He has been almost completely negated tonight by the foul problems. How long do they leave him out? Can his team make a run with him on the bench, or does Carroll seize control right now? Wyman. Off to Warp. Warp just 2 points tonight. Now Schlievanken has been the man picking up the scoring slack off the bench. Warp, though, gets in and scores it. Got to the block and tossed it up and in. Oh, such a controlled drive by Dane Warp. Martin. Got it into McCowan on the second effort. He lays it in. Back to a 10-point game. But LCSC can really not afford to trade baskets at this point. Wyman, strong drive, unable to finish. White the other way. Where to go? Out to Martin, who wants to go one-on-one with Wyman. White on the reverse. No, but McCowan with the putback. 8-point game. A little life on that Warrior bench now. Stringing together a couple offensive scores around a stop. Campbell looks right, can't get it to Warp. Now over to Calagiaye. Calagiaye driving. Off to Warp. Puts it on the ground, hangs. Wyman, good fake. Pull up 8-footer, short. Warriors have it back. Carroll not settling for threes. They've taken only 7 tonight, made just 1. Nearing 9 minutes to go. Cowan attacking middle. Lost his footing. Here comes Warp. 2-on-2. Bullet down to Calagiaye, and he walked. Timeout is called by Carroll. 8:52 remaining. Kurt Paulson wants to talk things over. Carroll, because of the 8-point lead, has to feel pretty good right now, but it has been feeling more and more tenuous over the last couple minutes. The rhythm and flow of their offense not where it was, and LCSC has had some good looks on shots, just not knocking them down. Warriors still shooting just 34%. Neither team warm at all from distance. Georgetown a winner earlier tonight over William Carey, 94-83 in our first semi of the Fab Four. Our winner meets the Tigers tomorrow night, 8 p.m. on ESPN3. Here on the NAIA network at 6 tomorrow night, we'll have the reincarnation of the All-Star basketball game. 30 of the best seniors from around the country. Divisions 1 and 2. 6 p.m. tomorrow night. Warriors want to get a good look here. How about a three try from Corey Dollarhide? His first points of the night. And this is as close as the Warriors have been since the early part of the first half. A 5-point game with still more than 8 minutes remaining. Burnham is back in for Carroll. He has 18 points tonight. Do they go to him? Guarded by Bradley inside. Burnham has not touched it yet. This is Warp. Now Campbell. 5 to shoot. Great defense, LCSC. Campbell. Kalajaye knocked loose and stolen. White runs. Now pulls it out. Warriors with some momentum right now. Dollarhide just hit a three moments ago. In and out. Bradley the rebound, and he's fouled on the way up. Suddenly, Lewis Clark State playing well, scoring the ball. And within 5, 7:41 still to go.
We were true to the game before there was a game. Loyal to the ball before there were buckets. When Spalding created our first basketball in 1894, we didn't follow the competition. We set the standard. And we never stopped innovating, improving, adapting to meet the changing needs of the player and the game. We didn't make the rules. We made the ball.
LCSC on the comeback trail. They were down as many as 15 late in the first half. In a low-scoring, slow-paced game, they've clawed their way back to within 5. No Warrior double-digit scoring. Nobody with more than 8. But 9 different LCSC players have scored, including Tristan Bradley, who now has 7. As the Warriors inch a little bit closer. Second one on the way, and good. It is a 3-point game. Carroll needs a basket in the worst way. Burnham posts up. They get it to Match off the block. Facing up, going baseline. Match Burnham with the left hand, powering it in. He has 20. What a finish there by Burnham. Now Burnham getting around for the steal as they tried to go into Bradley. Match Burnham doing it all right now. Burnham again, faces up, goes middle this time, quick move. Bradley with the rejection. Stay at that end. Oh, Match Burnham, variety of moves. Here, faces up, fakes middle, goes baseline with the left hand. That is nice. Shot clock did not reset. 7 to shoot. Warp gets it to spin home. Dane Warp. A quick 4 from the Saints to push the lead back to 7. Carroll needs to find their rhythm again. Shedrick kicks it out. Hankerson a 3, short. Rebound tapped into Abe's hands, and he is fouled. Abe back in the game with 4 fouls. Able to get the offensive rebound. A foul goes on Kalajaye. And that is his 4th. So 2 Saints now with 4 fouls. Abe short on the free throw. Kalajaye will sit. Remember, Carroll has played only 7 players tonight, 2 of whom now have 4. Kalajaye on the bench and Campbell, who is still in the game. Abe missed them both. Oh my goodness, 80% free throw shooter goes 0 for 2. Campbell pressured by Dollarhide. 6 minutes remaining to determine who Georgetown plays for the national championship tomorrow. Shlevonkinen, nowhere to go on the baseline, needs help, he'll shoot. SC grabs it, Abe tracking it down. Warriors the other way. Still down 7. Abe up top, driving, gets it up on the window and in. Dana Abe with 5, trying to get going here in the second half after a scoreless first. Clock may be down around 5 minutes before Carroll shoots on this possession. Just a limited number of opportunities against this Carroll team the rest of the way for LCSC. Campbell cut off left of the lane, kicks it out. Burnham has not touched at this possession. Now he has, gets it in a great spot. Abe stripped it from him, and he's called for his 5th foul. Well, he thought he had it clean. And that is a big loss for the Warriors. See what you think. Abe never really got going tonight. 2 fouls early, got his 3rd in the first half. And now fouls out, having played just 14 minutes in the game, scoring 5 points with 6 rebounds. Austin Johnson making his substitutions. Definitely not in agreement with that call. Kurt Paulson trying to find a way to hang on. Match Burnham, 2 more free throws. Burnham, 14 out of 15 at the line tonight. Gets both. (55-48) Saints. And where does LCSC go now without Abe? Race Martin's a candidate to be the go-to guy. He loses the handle. Carroll walks it up. Campbell, the freshman out of Spokane, Washington, attacks and is fouled by Mitchell. Shamrock Campbell really doesn't look to do that much. Surprise attack late in the game. So Campbell earns 2 free throws. 82% free throw shooter. everybody to a man on this Carroll team shoot the basketball. This is not a group you want to play horse against. Got them both, and just like that, it's a 9-point game. Things getting a little dire now for LCSC. Abe's fouled out. And they're down by 9, needing a basket. Mitchell left side. Had Westbrook posting, didn't give it to him. Now has Martin posting, but instead kicks it corner for Hankerson. Hankerson, step back, well short. Rebound though, saved by Westbrook. Great hustle. Now pass knocked away and stolen by Burnham. Burnham, as whistles blow, surrounded by Warriors, and what do we have? Officials conferring and talking to a Saint player as well. I think they granted a timeout to Carroll. Neither side very happy right now. One coach thinking his guy was getting hit on the arm, the other coach saying the guy with the ball was elbowing. It's a timeout called by Carroll, their last of the night. We will take it with them. 3:51 remaining in this one. The Saints trying to hang on, leading the Warriors by 9. So the officials have gone to the replay monitor to look at this. Match Burnham trying to get away from the LCSC defenders, and those elbows swinging around a little bit in there. That's what Lewis and Clark State was talking about. You see 24 here in the foreground. Matt Wyman calling the timeout that was granted. The officials making sure they do this correctly here. Martin hitting the ground. Oh, that's tough. Surrounded by 3 defenders. 2 very competitive teams playing each other for the 5th time this year. Now the official decision out of the replay review was no fouls. No flagrant foul. They could not go back and call a personal foul, and no flagrant assess. They said Match Burnham never raised the elbows above the neck. The timeout was granted to Carroll, which was their final timeout. So the Saints are out of timeouts now for the last 3:51 of this game, but they have the 9-point lead. LCSC, as you see in your bottom part of your screen, 2 timeouts still remaining if they want them. Warriors looking for a stop as Carroll tries to restore a double-digit lead. Burnham wants it. They get it to Match. Facing up, driving, spinning, leaning, shooting, no. And a foul on Lewis Clark State's David Shedrick. I'll tell you, on the replay review, neither side was very happy. Carroll still thought Burnham had been fouled with Warriors reaching in. Austin Johnson thought Burnham was extravagant with the elbows. Now Kurt Paulson sees Match Burnham going back to the line yet again. Burnham 15 of 16 at the stripe tonight. A rare miss for the senior from Spangle Wash. Second one up and good. Cowan, baseline, blocking foul. Against Matt Wyman, his second. 10-point game. LCSC 9 of 15 at the line tonight. Andre McCowan going for a couple shots. 67% free throw shooter. Got them both. 8-point game. Full court pressure now from the Warriors. Ashley Vonkanen will bring it. Down to the hands of Campbell. Ashley Vonkanen's played big minutes off the bench tonight. Produced double-figure scoring. Able to get it to Burnham. Burnham in the lane, leaning, gets it up. Wouldn't go, gets his own rebound, and then he's fouled. Westbrook tried to knock it away. Burnham able to track down his own miss. He's about to shoot his 19th and 20th free throws of the night. He is on the verge of a double-double, 24 points and 9 rebounds. A couple steals as well for the 6'8" senior. Second shot, Match Burnham. 10-point game. LCSC needs to go fairly quickly now at the offensive end. They need more possessions. Demik Mitchell attacks with the left hand. Burnham secures that 10th rebound. LCSC bench arguing for a goaltend. They said the net was pulled by a Saint. Carroll runs their normal offense. They don't need to slow things down. Warp. Defender goes down. Warp loses the handle. And it will stay with Carroll. Just 8 seconds on the shot clock. Paulson wishing that last 2 minutes and 10 seconds would go quickly. Warp to trigger. 8 on the shot clock. Into Burnham's hands. Burnham fakes the 3, drives, leaning in, and he's fouled. He'll shoot 2 more at the line. Match Burnham, 18 of 20 at the free throw line tonight. been one of the transcendent players in the history of Carroll College. Trying to take him into the championship game for the first time in school history. 27 points. He's 20 of 22 at the line. Westbrook, quick three. Off target. Mitchell, the rebound, fouled. And that is on Dane Warp, his third. O'clock Central tomorrow night. Winner against Georgetown for the Red Banner. One of two for Mitchell. There's Campbell. Vonkanen. Now Warp. Vonkanen baseline. Backing in. Finding a path. Left hand hook. No. LCSC has it. They really need points. We're under 90 seconds. Mitchell quick to the hoop. Stops. Missed the lay-in. That is far from the first layup LCSC has not converted in this game. Now Carroll's going to spread it out. Make LCSC chase. Saints could be 1 minute away from a championship game appearance. Near turnover, 5 to shoot. Vonkanen to the hoop, lays it in. He has 12, and that might do it. Now foul on Warp, his fourth. Shot clock ticking down, and Jovan Vonkanen, who's been huge tonight, pumping up the crowd in his bench. Oh, freshman, big time performance here in the semifinal. Kurt Balson. To get through the last 47 seconds. Cowan hitting the first free throw. LCSC had this down to a 3-point game at one point. Somewhat similar to game one tonight, where William Carey rallied to get within 3 of Georgetown, but couldn't get over the hump. 47 seconds left. Into Burnham. Double team. Fires deep. Nearly picked off. Warp gets to it. Warp goes to the basket and gets fouled hard, and that will be a flagrant foul. And now a lot of words being exchanged. And the officials trying to get in between everybody in opposite colored jerseys. Well, Dane Warp, wearing a face mask to protect a previous injury, had the mask come off during that play and had himself in harm's way there. And you can bet the officials are going to go to the replay monitor here. We will show you what they see. Let's take a look at this last play. Warp lost the mask, was able to track down the loose ball, and then Demick Mitchell got him hard. I think it looked worse because he got the mask and it kind of snapped back on Warp. But here it is up close, right into the face as well. Flagrant one foul assessed to Mitchell, and The last thing you want between two heated league rivals late in the game is something to get out of hand. And the officials right on this in all facets. Got in there quickly to separate parties before anything could really flare up. Good officiating crew tonight. David Carter, Keith Patterson, Brad Fritchie. A flagrant foul called on Demick Mitchell. And we'll get an explanation here. Well, you may have heard the explanation. The flagrant 1 foul on Demick Mitchell upgraded to a flagrant 2. And he is ejected from the game. Well, Mitchell, the sophomore guard, done for the night. And Dane Warp at the line to slam the door on this one for the Carroll Saints. Both shots good. Carroll gets the basketball as well. Dane Warp's a junior. Demick Mitchell's a sophomore. They will see each other again multiple times next season in the Frontier Conference. Final 30 seconds of this one. Well, that'll be a fun title game tomorrow night. Match Burnham, Matt Wyman, Dane Warp against Georgetown team that was the #1 overall seed, led by Chris Coffey and LJ Cowherd. Carroll will take a shot clock violation. The Saints, for the first time in their history, will be on to the national championship game. Kurt Paulson, Andre McCowan with one last highlight for Lewis Clark State. And that'll do it. The Carroll College Fighting Saints will meet perennial power Georgetown College tomorrow night for the championship of the 82nd NAIA Division I men's basketball tournament. 66-55 is the final. Kurt Paulson getting it done behind senior star Match Burnham, who went for 27 points and 10 rebounds. Burnham an incredible 20 of 22 at the free throw line as Carroll wins it by 11. So it's Carroll College and Georgetown College for the NAIA National Championship tomorrow night. Game tips at 8 o'clock with the broadcast on ESPN3. That should be a fascinating game. Georgetown likes to run a little bit. Carroll very methodical. Should be a fun one for the Red Banner tomorrow night. Carroll and Georgetown for the championship tomorrow. Thanks for watching on the NAIA Network.